Naruto is about to die for real this time. And it's all Gold's fault.
You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
The new Otsutsuki he created has been catching up to the manga, learning about the one person he wants to kill the most, Naruto. Remember, Jiraiya wrote a book about his student, which Jura is reading. This knowledge increased his desire to devour the Hokage, like he said in chapter 5. But that's not all. Boruto faces off against Mitsuki's Sage Mode, proving once again he's the strongest of all time, even more powerful than Kawaki. However, there's still a huge problem. Despite telling Shikamaru the truth, Omnipotence keeps deleting everyone's memories to make them forget, which means nothing can ever go back to normal. But you know what you guys probably didn't forget about? This. Chapter 7 begins with Mitsuki thinking about his ex. He's wondering if things could have turned out different and if his new boyfriend Kawaki is actually the one. Hey! We've all been through this, right? Remember, from the day of his birth, Mitsuki has been guided by Orochimaru to follow in the footsteps of the sun, which at the time was Boruto. Mitsuki thinks he needs that connection in order to live, as he alone can't function. Even in the anime, Mitsuki decides to abandon the village by himself to find his own path in life. As Orochimaru pointed out, he's going through the stages of human development to gain a conscience of his own. However, ever since chapter 1 of the time skip, it's become clear that deep down, I'm talking balls deep, Mitsuki is beginning to second guess Kawaki and their abusive relationship.
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose.
Now, the only way to find out who the true son is with a good old fight. Boruto kicks things off with a shuriken that Mitsuki effortlessly deflects. Because, I mean, when has a shuriken ever done anything?
Absolutely useless.
But Mitsuki takes things up a notch and summons giant snakes. But Boruto, you see, he's big brain. He's mixed the famed Uchiha Shuriken Jutsu with his grandfather's flying Raijin, using it as a marker to teleport to. Unlike Minato, who used his kunai as a marker, Boruto has made his entire personal belongings one. His Konoha pin, sword, and now Shuriken too. However, Boruto, spoken like a true ex, asks where Mitsuki's new boyfriend is, and why Kawaki isn't the one to settle things. As we know, Mitsuki used his snake poison jutsu on his ass, one-shotting the dude. It's a complete embarrassment, as the only time this ever worked was on an NPC filler ass ninja. I'm just saying.
He got his ass cooked.
It gets even worse for Kawaki though. Remember when he said he doesn't believe in training or the ninja way? I bet his ass does now. Because those Kawaki stocks have seen better days, ladies and gentlemen. He spent those 3 years watching over Naruto, whilst the rest trained their asses off like true shinobi, to the point where Mitsuki has now surpassed him. This is extremely poetic, as previously 3 years ago, Kawaki was dead set against training in the shinobi way, as he claimed they didn't have time. He even made a promise to Boruto in a duel that he would follow their path if he lost, which he did, but now he's going against his own word and broken it. Those 3 years have now caught up to him, as all his former teammates have certainly put their training to good use. As Mitsuki claims, his Sage Mode is stronger than Kawaki.
Are you playing? What type of plane is this?
Boruto is not even trying against it.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
But speaking of cooking, Mitsuki is trying to poison Boruto, so there's no risk of Momoshiki making an appearance. Even in his base without karma, Mitsuki believes if Kawaki faced him, he would be killed. However, Boruto doesn't even believe in the idea of his brother being a rival, or the fact that their gap in strength is so large. The battle is meaningless, as Boruto had already declared by chapter 80 that his fight with Kawaki would end in a brotherly quarrel, as he has no intention to kill him. Why, you may ask? Because at the end of the day, that's what his dad Naruto would do. But speaking of Naruto, remember the promise I mentioned? With Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki proving the ninja way has surpassed his capabilities, Kawaki will have no choice but to join hands again. The one person he loves the most, Naruto, is about to be killed by Jura, who is searching for him. But since it's proven Kawaki is no match for the Shinju now, his bum ass needs a training montage.
Sensational.
Nonetheless, Mitsuki asks Boruto to go all out as he summons multiple Sage Mode clones. Unsurprisingly, this doesn't even make Boruto break a sweat. In fact, he tells Mitsuki that the more clones, the better, because this easy. The only thing Boruto is worried about is that the trees are being destroyed, since Sasuke became one, you know? So, yeah, Boruto has become quite an environmentalist. Now, whilst Mitsuki tries blaming it all on his ex, telling him to die, Boruto explains that it's his manga, so he's still got some stuff to do. So despite being the son, Boruto is cold as hell as he one-shots all the Mitsuki clones like Prime Sasuke out here. They even have a clash of their lightning jutsu, which causes a huge explosion, only to distract Mitsuki. Boruto pops out the smoke, putting the blade to his neck, but doesn't finish off the job. The young lord lays the smackdown and gives a live therapy session, claiming deep down, Mitsuki's mind is all over the place, and how his desire to kill Boruto doesn't align with what he truly believes in. And the source of this doubt is Kawaki. Mitsuki can shine on his own and doesn't have to be codependent on anyone. Actually, wait a second. Has Boruto mastered the pure eye and they're teasing us? What we just witnessed is Boruto using Ninshu. The teachings of Ninshu were meant to give people a better understanding of themselves as well as others and lead the world into an era of peace. Chakra is meant to connect people's spiritual energies, just like Hagoromo and Naruto mentioned. For example, Sasuke got to binge read the entire manga and witnessed all of Naruto's memories in their final bout. That led him to admit his defeat. Or Boruto watching Garagas in the anime. However, it's also confirmed the pure eye is equivalent to Naruto's ability to sense negative emotions, according to Shang-Chi Huang.
Adil, let it go, alright? It's Ninshu. It's not the pure eye.
The pure eye is canon. I'm gonna die on this hill, Harrison.
It's not, alright? We haven't seen it once in the manga. Just give up.
I will never give up because that's Naruto's ninja way, bitch. Shut your stupid. Elsewhere, Shikamaru and Ino are shocked that Boruto paused the fight to reach out to his opponent's feelings. Yeah, because that's never been done before.
Trying to defeat you with force isn't gonna work.
I get what they're trying to say. Boruto is supposed to be this big, bad, evil guy that killed Naruto. So why would he hesitate to kill father? Mitsuki doesn't care what a nobody has to say though, not realizing he's talking to the MC. And so, when Boruto tells him he's the son, Mitsuki is flabbergasted. When have you ever heard that word in your normal day-to-day life? Flabbergasted, man. He summons a snake to finish the job. But just like his teammate, Mitsuki can't bring himself to do it, as Boruto has instantly understood something about him that Kawaki never did in 3 years. However, just like Naruto, Boruto believes there's a way to solve every problem and hasn't given up on his brother. He spits the truth that his father is not dead.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, and then there's Hinata.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
With this revelation, Shikamaru calls for an emergency meeting with Boruto. This is when the secret of Ada's omnipotence is revealed to them. The thing is, this isn't the first time he's airing it. Kishimoto has cooked peak, as everything is interconnected, changing things forever. The heartbreaking truth behind the ability is that though you're informed of the truth, you will forget it all again afterwards. Remember, we learned from chapter 1 that any inconsistencies in the world Kawaki has built, such as photographs, they just looked past. Boruto has been yapping the same conversation with these guys for years, which also connects with chapter 1 when Sarada got pissed off at Shikamaru explaining the secret of omnipotence for so many times, yet he keeps forgetting. But that's not all. Another huge bombshell was dropped with volume 1. Whilst we know Ada's omnipotence was originated from the Otsuki god Shibai, and only he had full control over it, we didn't know he used it to literally create the world as it is now. He created the Naruto universe.
What the fuck?
This lines up with Amado's explanation that Shibai walked the earth long before anyone else, and with Momoshiki's claim regarding how it's not the first time omnipotence has been used on humanity. Boruto then explains that it cannot be undone, and even if it was, the cycle would continue, as Kawaki would still want Boruto dead. Shikamaru understands his perspective. However, for things to go smoothly, everything they have spoken about needs to be kept a secret. Thus, Boruto must continue his Uchiha arc. He's been adopted by the clan just like Kawaki mockingly said. He has to live his life like Itachi, carrying the burden of being the traitor to help protect Konoha. After all, we've all seen what would happen if the cycle of Boruto and Kawaki is left to continue. But the problems are not over, as we see Jura, who is already a fresh breath of air compared to, that clown Ko. The Shinju, being an evolved god tree, have gained self-awareness and are somewhat comparable to Mitsuki's existence of finding oneself and the meaning of life. So Jura, wasting no time, dives straight into learning everything he can about the world, thinking it is strange, because the more knowledge you acquire, the more questions you have, making you feel truly ignorant. This aspect of curiosity is part of human nature, as our species uses it to move forward, creating new inventions with every discovery. But even outside the knowledge of the world, humans always tend to seek knowledge of the soul. Hence, concepts of philosophy, religion, and other isms are explored. Jura becoming his own person is no different. However, no matter how many books he keeps reading, he cannot find the answer he is looking for. In chapter 5, Jura pointed out that Matsuri's feelings of anger and despair is unique to her, and that every Shinju has their own individual drive. Jura also has been dealing with emotions he doesn't understand, and the Shinju's individual desire grants their unique abilities to find their target. Bug was able to see through Ada's omnipotence. Likewise, Jura will be able to sense Naruto, even though he is in another dimension. This plot will lead to Boruto and Kawaki fighting together to save their father, because currently the only person who has access to Naruto is the two brothers. But to enjoy more peak fiction, find out how Sung Jin-woo from Solo Leveling unlocked an army of 10 million shadows, becoming an S rank.